Hi, I'm Matthew Brown, and this is my tribute speech. You can't break the bond that a father and son share. Fathers have the special duty of creating men out of boys, and one that they can be proud to say is their own, which is why I am here to pay tribute to my dad, Thomas Brown. My dad raised me, he pushed me when he knew I should, and he introduced me to many of the things I still do today. My dad has always been there for me, and he always will be there for me. My dad was born in South Carolina in 1956. He left all of his family when he moved to Oregon, but soon started a family of his own with my mom, Carrie Brown. My parents had my sister 3 years before they had me in 1992. They raised me in Silverton, Oregon, a small town about half an hour south of Oregon City. My parents were always there for me when I was young, going to school field trips and taking me to different practices. My dad even supported me before I played football when I went through my long hair and soccer phase. I will always remember and cherish my childhood memories of going as a family to cut down a Christmas tree, and my dad taking me to fishing at Detroit Reservoir. We did a lot of stuff when I was younger as a family. We went camping all the time, and it's just a lot harder now because our schedules are jam-packed full. My dad pushed me when I needed it. Junior year and senior year, I decided I didn't care whether or not I got Eagle Scout, but my dad knew that I would be disappointed and he knew that I could achieve it. I had felt like I had outgrown scouting, something that my dad got me involved in during kindergarten. My dad and I got in many heated arguments over the subject, so my dad motivated me the only way I would listen. He told me I had to get it, or there would be consequences, which included not driving his truck senior year, so I would be without a car. It was hard and added to the workload that I had that year, which included applying to different colleges. But now I realize I would have regretted it, not getting it, after being involved in scouting for that many years and not achieving the highest rank. At the time, I wasn't always happy with how my dad pushed me, but now I realize that he was just trying to make a decent man out of me and know that you shouldn't quit something that you started. He also pushed me outside of my comfort zone. My 8th grade year, we had a chance to go on a 50-mile hike in the Eagle Cap Wilderness. I was skeptical on whether or not I would enjoy myself and whether or not I wanted to go through the rigorous training hikes that leaded up to the 50-miler. Even while we were on the hike, I regretted going along with it, but it built a lot of character and it's still some of the most beautiful landscape I've ever seen. If it weren't for my dad, I would have missed out on that life-changing trip. My dad was the first one to show me a lot of my hobbies. My dad was the first person to take me hunting. I still remember that trip vividly. We didn't see a single thing that day. We basically walked around in the fog all day. But even though it wasn't a successful hunt, I still had a great time, which probably made it a successful trip for my dad. We've made a lot of great memories while hunting, like the time we got super lost and didn't know if we were going to make it out of the forest that night. My dad taught me that a very important lesson, that what my mom doesn't hear about won't hurt her. He was also the first person to take me fishing, and we've been rock climbing, whitewater rafting, crabbing, canoeing. We've basically done it all outdoors. My dad instilled his love of the outdoors into me, and I'm extremely proud to carry it on. But being that we live in Oregon, and it rains all the time, we couldn't always be outdoors. He introduced me to my first rated R movie, Die Hard. He took me to my first Blazers game when I was just a kid, and we had box seats. He came to all of my football games and track meets. I think my dad knew that it was the little things that really mattered, and that is why he made the extra effort of always being there for me. And he always will be there for me, which is why I'm paying tribute to my dad. And that was my speech. Thank you.